Impressive performance today. Well, David, how good did it feel to kind of get the rust out? And I know you were disappointed before that. Yesterday wasn't a great game.
Yeah, it felt real good to finally get a couple hits out of the way. I thought yesterday was probably the worst game I've ever played in my entire life.
Okay.
But it felt good to get back at it today.
What does it do for the confidence of the team? A lot of extra base hits too.
Yeah, we hit the ball real well. Drove the ball a lot better than the last two games, obviously, and we just played a lot more complete game today.
Willie, for you guys as freshmen, I mean, it's been a tough start for a big group of you. To be able to get career firsts and everything today, how big was that for you all?
I mean, it's great. I mean, there's been a lot of talk about our freshman class and things like that, but it's finally showing. It's all of us are finally getting it together and starting to swing the bat and hitting the ball hard. Even some guys hit turn landing, but we're starting to hit the ball hard, get the confidence up, and swing the bat.
How big is it to just be able to get those first hits? I mean, is it just kind of like you feel like a weight's off your shoulders now?
No doubt, no doubt. I mean, you could definitely feel the pressure a little bit in the first few at bats of your career, and finally getting that hit out of the way. The other bats are a lot more loose, and you're able to do your thing. Like you've always done.
Go ahead.
How was your day today? Can you talk about what you were seeing out there? What was working for you?
Well, the team, I felt like they weren't catching up to my fastball, so I threw a lot of fastballs and I mixed in my sliders because there's a lot of lefties, and just worked on keeping the ball low and trusting my defense to do pretty much everything.
What were you more happy with, the 10 strikeouts or the no walks?
The no walks for sure. Yeah.
How much better do you feel this year?
Oh, I
from
feel
last?
10 times better. Not only my velocity, I feel like my off-speed pitches, and like me and JD were working on one seam, like a sinker too. So, I get to a lot of ground balls.
When you hit your first hit, did you think for a second when you were sitting on base? It was a double, right?
It was.
Were you thinking, "Wow, this is my first college hit"? I mean, did you think about any of that?
I mean, it doesn't really go through your head till you're actually you're at second base and you see the umpire give you time, and it's pretty surreal. Not really used to how everybody's standing up and giving me standing ovation, but it was awesome. It was a great feeling, and being able to see my teammates out there cheering for me, and being able to cheer for all the other young guys that got their first hits, and hearing it up on the mic. I mean, it's a great feeling, and everybody was feeling great. Everybody was happy. You see all smiles, so it's an awesome feeling.
In yesterday's game, hits were hard to come by, but that wasn't the case today. Since Maine is kind of a younger team, is that kind of what we should expect as the season goes on, like days where you get more hits or less hits, or do you expect it to continue to improve as the season goes on?
I mean, I think we're just going to continue to improve. I mean, the game of baseball, you're going to have those days where you don't hit and those days you do hit, no matter if you're young or you got an old team. But I think as the games keep coming on, we're going to keep improving as a team, and I think we got a real good offense that can produce a lot of runs.
How much does it help to have some young guys, doing very well?
It's awesome. I mean, we think we have a great freshman class. We got a lot of guys that can produce, and that today produced real well, and some guys that had a real good series this weekend.
Andy, how happy were you guys as a rotation with the pitching this weekend overall?
I feel like all of us pitched really well. Yesterday, unearned runs, so B.R. did really good. Chris did good, and a lot of guys in the bullpen did really well.
And how big is it for you guys to put together this series, knowing that you have FAU and Florida? I mean, lots of rivalry. Kids that you guys know on those teams. How big is it to be able to go into that, with a winning record after this weekend?
Pretty good. I mean, our hitting, they're hot today, and I feel like they're just gonna keep going. And pitchers are gonna do. We're gonna do what we do.
How are you guys managing the expectations that come with being the 13th ranked team? You guys are so young. Is it hard to manage those expectations?
We try to just stay away from that and not even worry about that. We do our own thing. We know what we could do. We've battled each other for basically the whole year, and we're just gonna keep doing what we do on the field, and nobody's gonna stop us. I mean, whether we're 13th, whether we're first, whether we're last, it doesn't matter. We're just gonna keep doing our thing and keep going.
You guys have your own set of expectations for each other and for this team. And what are those
Yeah, we think we have a real good team. We have a lot of expectations, high expectations, and we think we have a shot to go to Omaha, and that's our goal.